Welcome to Programming Knowledge. Today I'm going to talk about analog output on Arduino. And in this video we will know how to use analogWrite to output an analog signal. This function on Arduino common call is PWM. That is pulse width modulation. The application of analogWrite in this video is control speed of DC motor, control phase line of LED from high to low or low to high, and the last one is control RGB LED color. Okay, let's go. In this video there are three devices that we use. The first one is motor DCs, the second is common LED, and the last one is RGB LED. And the longest pin of RGB LED is anode, but sometimes is cathode, but the common pins of RGB LED is anode. Okay, you can check by yourself. Okay, to use analog pins on Arduino, there are some pins are support for you to use analog output. That is 11, 10, 9, 6, 5, and 3. All of these pins has a tilde before it, and that's a PWM pins. You only use analogWrite on the pins had a tilde before it. Okay, and this is the analogWrite function on Arduino. The analogWrite has two parameters. The first one is the analog pins, that's the PWM pins, and the second is the value. The value you will transfer is from 0 to 255, that's the 8 bits, and corresponding with analog range from 0 to 1, 0 to 3, or you can understand that is the voltage output from 0 to 5 voltage. Okay, this is, as I said, in the previous video. Okay, so let's go with the first example. This is the diagram to control DC motor. Okay, first one, I will use Arduino to control speed of DC motor, but I will use the NPN transistor to support, because the voltage of analog pins is quite weak, so it cannot control the motor, so I will base on the transistor operation to control motor. This is the NPN transistor. You see there are three pins. First is base, collector, and emitter. Okay, when I supply voltage to the base pins, the collector will connect to emitter. You just understand like that. Okay, and right here I will control the NPN transistor via analog pins, and when I open it, the C will connect to E. That means the 5 voltage will supply for one pins of DC motor, and the other pins will connect to GND. Okay, when you connect like that, the motor will run. And don't worry about two pins of DC motor, because if you change the position of two pins, like if you connect the emitter to red pins and the GND to black pins, it's still okay, because if you change like that, the motor will run the other side. Okay, let's check my circuit. Okay, now we'll connect my circuit like the diagram. I have a DC motor like this with two pins and 4 wire and one transistor. This is NPN transistor, and this is C1815. You can find it on the website, C1815. And my transistor has 3 pins. From the left to right, the first one is E, emitter. The mid center is C, collector, and the last one is base. Okay, it's different with the diagram, but it has 3 pins like this. Okay, first we'll connect my transistor. Okay, first one is collector. I will connect to the 5 voltage. Collector is the mid pins to 5 voltage. Next is   ground to the 5 voltage. 5 voltage. Next is   ground to the  5 voltage. 5 voltage. Next is   ground to the 5 voltage. 5 voltage. Next is   ground to the 5 voltage. 5 voltage. Next is   ground to the 5 voltage. 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 motor. Okay, ground to motor. Next we connect the emitter to motor. The emitter is orange and the last one is green. Green for the signal. I will connect to the pin 3. Okay, now we connect to base. Okay, now I have some code right here. I will code for you. You will put the analogWrite in the setup function because we just want to set up once pin 3, and I will put the 100 value 100, and you see the, let's see the speed of it. Okay, now we can, okay, you can see it cannot run because it's the signal is very weak when I support it. Yeah, you see it's run slowly, but now I will change to 255. This is maximum value. You see it's faster, right? Okay. And now I will control from slow to fast and from fast to low by using for loop. Okay, disconnect it. I have a for loop for in K is 0, K and analogWrite K, and I will copy it but reverse it from 255 to greater than 0 and K plus plus K minus, but right here we'll minus 10 and this is plus 10 for faster. Okay, now we'll delay about 1 millisecond. Okay, we'll comment this. Okay, let's see. Oh, I forgot. Faster, slowly. Faster, slow, and stop. Stop because the analog signal cannot run the motor. Okay, that's it, the motor. Now I will make the other sample. That is fading LED. I will connect like the diagram. Okay. I have 5 voltage to resistor and resistor to anode. This is 330 ohm, and the other pins of LED will connect to 3, the analog pin. You can connect the analog pins to anode and the cathode to GND. Okay, there are 2 ways to connect the LED. Okay, now let's check the circuit. I have a 330 resistor, LED, and some wire. I will use red wire for 5 voltage. 5 voltage to resistor. To resistor. And then connect to anode pin. The cathode pin will be connected to analogWrite, analog pins 3, Okay, now I will connect. And with the out code, we also make the LED fade. See, as you see is light and fader and lighter. Okay, with the out code like this. Okay, now the other application will control LED. That's either RGB LED. Okay, before connect with the diagram, I will review the RGB LED pins. There are 4 pins of RGB LED. First is red, green and blue. The longest I will use is anode. Okay, my LED is anode. Okay, this is the diagram. I will connect 5 voltage to the anode pins with the resistor 330 ohm and 3 rest pins is connected to PWM pins. That is 6, 5 and 3. Okay, let's connect it. 5 voltage, and this is the RGB LED. We'll connect it. I will connect the resistor to the anode pin like the diagram. Okay, connect to 5 voltage, and 3 rest pin will be connected to PWM pin. You can connect like you want, because it still make the LED is light. Don't worry, just connect like you want. Okay, now I will try to run the out code. Let's see what happened. Yeah, the 3 PWM pins will turn on the LED with the blue light. Okay, now we'll code some code with analogWrite file with K, analogWrite with 6. Okay, now copy it to here and see what happened. Oh, it changed the color, right? It changed the color, but it's quite light, so I will change from 0 to 250 and decrease this by 1 and 1. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay, you see, you can control LED by this way. Okay, this is the reason why I can control LED, RGB LED to what color I want. If you know the color table of the RGB. Okay, thank you. This is a useful application you can do with analogWrite.